What's going on, Toy Fam? Project Piper Customs here, and we are back with another review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Medicom MAFEX Kingsman Secret Service Harry Galahad Hart action figure.
Do you know what that means?
It means after this review I'm going down the pub for a lovely pint of Guinness. Let's go! Welcome back, Toy Fam. So let's have a look at the box whilst I've got you here. So there is the front, as all nicely displayed in the clamshell. Let's turn to the side, and as you can see there, it has Kingsman Secret Service with a shot of the figure there. Why won't you focus? God damn you. Anyway, let's spin it around, and on the back, obviously we have a display of the picture, a little couple of shots of the different head sculpts that come to the figure, and obviously a little look at the accessories. And going on the spirit of the swoosh, this here probably says something like, get ready to pay a fortune in customs charges. Anyway, let's have a look at this side, and there he is, Mr. Colin Firth himself. Come on, focus. There we are. Look at him. There we are. Okay, let's crack this old boy open, shall we? And here he is out of the box. So let's take a closer look and start with his head sculpt. Okay, now I would give this to MAFEX. The head sculpt is pretty good at resembling Colin Firth. Excuse me. He did a pretty decent job with the head sculpt for sure, and his hairstyle. It looks pretty much bang on like him. I wonder if Colin Firth actually realises that he's got an action figure. I'm assuming he does to get the likeness rights, but you never know. There we are. Right, let's have a look at his paint jobs. Now, I did notice there was a couple of paint defects with the quality control of the paintwork on the head, unfortunately. Let's go over them. First one I spotted was just here. There's a little black dot just on the collar right there, and that's one there. And then on the neck is where I noticed a couple others. So you can see there's a white one just here and another black dot there, which is unfortunate. And what I also did notice is on the back of the neck, if I can get that to focus, you will see just here, right there, let's see that line, focusing a bit better, there you go. There's sort of like a slight tan wash going on with the neck, and it looks like they've missed this area entirely from where it's just been positioned like that. See, on this side, it's nice, apart from that black dot, it's all smooth. And when we get to this side, yeah, so they've missed that entirely, and it is really unfortunate for the price point on this figure. You expect them to do better, but oh well. Now let's come to the actual face paint. Just like with the Eggsy, there was this sort of spackle effect going on with the printing technology. This is still the same on this one. Okay, there is still quite a few dots going on with the printing. Let me try and get some focus in, if you can just see that there. It doesn't look to be as bad as Eggsy when you get close up, because Eggsy's one was really bad. So this seems to be a lot better, but it's still quite noticeable when you bring it up close. It depends on your lighting. The glasses for the front seem to be really well done. The frames, they all seem to be painted nice in the eyes, and there is some plastic in the lenses. But let's have a look around the side. Yeah, they're done the same here with the arms of the glasses, where it hooks over the ear. Glasses actually stop there, and then they just painted it on right on top of the head sculpt, which really annoyed me with the Eggsy one. And looks like here they've actually got sculpt work in place on the hair for the glasses hook. They've obviously just missed a bit of paint there. If they had done that on this side and on the Eggsy, which there was none of that at all, that wouldn't be so bad. So I just knocked the camera, but yeah, it was a real letdown. The paint on the hair seems to be really nice. There's a little bit of a black wash going on top there. So they've got a couple of colour variations, as you can see, where it gets lighter at the sideburns and darker up here, and of course comes back down to darker at the back. Yeah, the paintwork on the hair is really nice, and I like the sculpt of it too. Okay, let's have a look at the suit itself. Tie is really nicely done, and the handkerchief there. Some gloss going on the buttons. The sculpt is really good. So are the cuffs. There's some detail in the cuffs too, which is really nice. All seems to be pretty clean, and the same here. And going down, all one colour for the suit, and finishing off with a nice gloss for the shoes, which you expect from a gentleman, or a Kingsman rather. Okay, so overall not too bad. Moving on to articulation, and pretty much exactly like the Eggsy itself, but we'll start with the head. Now the head is on a, looks like a dumbbell joint, because the neck can move at the base as well as the head. So head can turn in pretty much all directions. Okay, and you can lean back about that much, and also with the neck joint and down by that much here. We can get some side to side going. He goes cracking his neck. He's got a good range of motion on the neck right there. Okay, there we are. Right, now onto his arms. They do both have the drop down mechanism, which is pretty standard for MAFEX, and with that the arms can get this much stretched out, which is pretty decent. Yep. Jack, I'm flying, Jack. But they actually get a decent range with them, with the drop down mechanism not in use as well. So just as standard, they can come out that far, which is pretty awesome. So if you want extra, then they can just drop down, and you can get them up that much. They can, with the drop down, do pretty much, say, a full 360. See, when it goes out that way, obviously because of the suit sculpt here on the shoulders. Okay, no bicep swivel, but we do have a swivel at the shoulder, which is sort of basically the same thing, but obviously instead of the bicep being here, we've got the swivel on the shoulder instead. Okay, we have a, looks like one single joint in the elbow. We got two actually, so we got one there and one there. It's a double joint, but the joint itself is nicely sculpted with the same groove patterning to try and mimic the style of the suit, and you can get up that much there, which is pretty decent range. Same on the other side, like that. Okay, and we go on to the hands, and they are on a, so I find the, so we've got a hinge up and down. Oh, just pop the hand out. Now you can get a look at the peg whilst I've done that, so there it goes in there. Okay, so we've got the up and down hinge, and of course with the swivel on the peg. So okay, now just like with the Eggsy, the torso itself is hindered because of the one-piece sculpt of the suit, so you can't really get too much forward. I'd say before it meets the point where it will just pop out, you get about that much back. If you really want it to lean back, do it from the legs. Okay, so it's very hindered, but it does turn quite nice. It has got a swivel to it, but yeah, that's as much you'll get on the body side of things, unfortunately. So now moving on to the legs. With the slits up the side here, one there, it does allow for some great range of motion on the legs without it being hindered by the suit too much. There is a standard drop down mechanism for the leg here, and of course bringing it up, you can go about that far. Okay, with the drop down still activated, you can get a pretty good side kick going. Okay, it's probably about there. Okay, so we'll drop the other one down, bring it both out. So yeah, not a bad Van Damme going. Okay, we'll bring them in. So yeah, and there is a swivel. It's quite stiff, but there is a swivel going on the upper thigh there. Okay, pop them back in, and we have a good joint on the knee. Once again, trying to mimic the same sculpt as the suit to try and blend it in. So that's not too bad, that's quite good range. Okay, same on this side. Let's pop that side back in, and we go on to the feet. Okay, now with the sculpt, obviously the cuff at the foot, you can probably get about that much pointing down before the shoe will then slip off. Okay, getting back in on camera, there. So you can probably go about that far down. Okay, so not really much going down. You can get them a little bit up, but there is toe articulation, as you can see, and there is a great pivot.
Words to live by. Try a pair.
So overall, a good range of articulation going on. You can get some good range of motion on the arms for sure, and on the legs. just hindered slightly with the suit and the body articulation. A great range on the head also. Okay, and the arms, the hands and feet can slip off quite easily because they does have alternate hands and a couple of extra different feet. So we are going to segue into that and take a look at his accessories. Okay, so in the tray, this is what he comes with. So we have one extra head sculpt, 2 umbrellas, 1 open, 1 ejected, 2 alternate feet, sorry, with the blades. Here's pistol up there, the open umbrella, and behind this, as you can see, is all the extra hands. So taking a look at this second head sculpt, this is the one where he's got a slight grin on him, cheeky devil. Okay, so not bad. Still got some of the face painted, sorry. Alright, so taking a look at this secondary head sculpt. It's the one where he's got a little bit of a grin going. And not bad. Still got some of the speckle of the face printing technology going on. But obviously that's to be expected, especially with these in the MAFEX line. But let's have a look, see if there's any face paint imperfections on these. Sorry. So far so good. So the glasses seem to be painted nicely. A little bit of a shade on the lips. Okay, so look at these hooks. Yeah, again, complete mess with the arms, hooks of the glasses, and good colour variation on the hair. Seems a bit darker on the sides than it is on that one. And that should move him out of the way. Grab him. That just pops off like that. Whilst we've got it here, you can have a look at the peg. See, it's a dumbbell peg. So you've got a peg down in there, one for the neck. And with that, it should just pop on nicely. So I can get this on, come on. Being a pain in the arse, obviously, whilst I've got it on camera. There. And that's a look with it on. Still all the articulation there. Nice. Now we're going to take a look at the, let's see what we've got here. So these are the other shoes, just like with the Eggsy, with the blade on the front. Okay. Again with the gloss. These do have a toe hinge too. Okay. Which is cool, and once again the blades are quite soft, but still be careful with a little bit of rigidness into them, even though they can flex, but just something to be careful of. Not bad. That's one, and get it out. There's the other. Okay, we'll get him on his foot. So the feet, as I say, just slip straight off. Have I got the right foot? No, I don't. Okay, and that just slips straight on like so. And now he's ready to stab. Let's get that off. Put the regular one back on, otherwise I end up sticking myself. Right, put them down. Stay. So we look at your umbrellas. So this top section here, if I can get it, just lifts straight off. Cool, yeah. So here we've got his gun and his 2 umbrellas. So this is the closed one. I really like the detail in this closed one, especially on the wrinkles of the umbrella here. A nice paint on the end with the tip. Okay, and we'll go over hands in a minute. We'll get them to hold this, so I'll just pop that down. And here we have the handle for the open one. Again, awesome detail there with the gold and just brown. With this, now we're going to have a look at the umbrella head. So this is the open umbrella. Get it to focus. Okay, yeah, so this is the open umbrella head. Okay, so it should be this way up. So this is not translucent at all, okay? So this is just plain plastic, black on top, painted sort of a limeish green underneath. Okay, you've got the target locked, stun, and obviously the arms for the glasses and the hole for where you slot it in. Okay, So with that, let's give this a try. Got the handle here. Just plonk it in. There we are. That's quite a tight fit already. So we'll just see. There she goes. And with that, come on. There she goes. That's it. She's in. All right. So there you are. Okay. It's not bad. And I recommend probably, as I'm about to do this now, get some support here and just twist and pull from this, from the very here. Don't pull from up here, obviously risk snapping this, but to get it out, pull from the very bottom here, and it should, yeah, there you go. That was quite a tight fit, so do be careful. Okay, going over the hands, he has 5 pairs of hands, including the pair that he's got on him, and in one singular hand. So we're going to look at these ones first out of the box. And these are just open hands, both obviously right and left for him. And looks like his right hand has a nice gold ring on the front. If I can get a closer look at that, if you'll focus in. Okay, nice band around there. And just plain open hand here. So that's one pair. Okay, the next pair seem to be one slightly different than the other. So the right one has more of a closed grip, and the left has more of an open grip. So I guess this is for holding the umbrella in 2 hands. So let me try that now. Okay, right, you can see this one does fit quite nicely. Here's more of an open grip, so this could be if you were to give the rifle, the assault rifle that came with Eggsy, to Mr. Harry Galahad here, then obviously this would be the hand resting underneath, but there might be another hand under here that's better suited for being a second hand that holds the umbrella. We shall see, but this one here on the right seems to hold it pretty nice for the most part. Okay. So there's the second pair. Here we have, there's 2 fists, again with the ring inclusion. Okay, so just standard fists for punching. But I did notice, if it will pick it up, or focus, that there is a couple of paint defects on this hand. Unbelievable. Come on, MAFEX. But yeah, so you can see there's a black dot there, and one there. This hand seems to be okay, for the most part. But yeah, shame there's a couple of paint defects on this left hand fist here. So that's pair number 3. Pair number 4, which we have here, is again two different positions of the hand. But we have obviously the trigger finger for his pistol in this one, again with the gold ring inclusion, seems to be quite nice there, no paint defects on this one. And then just a relaxed sort of cupping hand, just a relaxed down to the side of his body hand. And the only thing with this, we have a quite annoying seam line running right across the knuckles, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, this is something to have to live with, another quality control issue. Thank you, MAFEX. But yeah, there we go. These are pair number 4. Pair number 5 are the ones that he has actually on him, and the ones that came with him in the box, which are just 2 open hands here, both to be pretty much exactly the same on the left and the right. That's what I showed earlier. Let's get a better look at that ring again, make sure there's no paint defects. No, it seems to be all okay, even underneath. Make sure. Oh no, hello. Yeah, black paint dot right there. And that one, didn't notice that first. Everything seems to be okay with this set. So, okay, so that is pair number 5. And then lastly, we have the single hand with the extra long grip of the trigger, which I assume will be for the assault rifle. If, again, the one that came with Eggsy, if you were to give it to him, he also had a long trigger finger, so he can get the gun in his hand. So, and it's just the single hand on its own. There is no other pair to go with him. So you've got 5 pairs, and in this one. Okay, and again, have a look at the ring. Nicely detailed. There doesn't seem to be any paint imperfections on this one. So there we have it. You could also probably double this as a pointing finger. You. Whilst I've got it here, it's a quick look at his pistol. Same one that came with Eggsy. No real paint detail on it, but sculpt work is pretty decent. And yeah, let's have a look. If we can get it out. A better look here. Okay. Yeah, good sculpt work. Soddle paint. Typical.
I missed something.
And the standard with MAFEX, he comes with a flight stand. Okay, going on to size comparisons here, and on the right we have the Eggsy MAFEX figure, and as you can see, Harry stands just a little bit taller. Yeah, just a little bit taller than Eggsy, clearly, because obviously Harry's the adult, Eggsy's a kid still. And then on the left here, we have a Marvel Legends suited body with Wolverine head on it. And size-wise, that's not too bad. That ain't too bad. Normally, MAFEX scale just a little bit under a Marvel Legend. But in terms of suited bodies, there's not much between them. Just a little bit more stockiness on the body here. But in terms of height, just only a little bit. So these could work well in a display if you wanted to mix up your brands and have some suited bodies for Harry and Eggsy to kick some ass with. So yeah. I don't have an SHF suited body. I would compare it if I did. So unfortunately I can't give you that comparison. But for the lines that I do have with suited bodies, obviously we've got the Eggsy, who's just a bit shorter, and a Marvel Legends, who seems to fit perfectly in scale. So there we are. And I had to do it just because I have him here in hand. One more suited body I wanted to give him a comparison to. He's so big I can't even get him in the shot. Hello. But yeah. Obviously, Kingpin towers over Mr. Galahad, but it had to be done just to see. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so final thoughts on Harry and the pair together. These are both really nice in terms of articulation. They complement each other really well, so I would suggest getting both if you are looking to get anything from the movie. As if you just get the one, you're looking at a high price point for just a suited body, but together they complement each other really well. And you can mix and match, obviously, the accessories and the hands. So yeah, they work together well as a duo. Hopefully down the line we'll see some more characters from the movie. That'd be pretty cool if we saw some of the Statesmen from Golden Circle. I think that would be pretty awesome. Hopefully they continue. But yeah, I picked both of these up from Ami Ami. I will leave a link in the description to their site. They're a Japanese retailer, and they were the best price I saw. I did have them both on pre-order, so hopefully they should still have some up if you're looking to get them. That will do it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit the hat trick of like, subscribe and notification bell to stay up to date with the latest videos I have coming. I am also on social media at Project Piper Customs on Instagram and on Facebook. Be sure to head on over there if you want to see some more of my toy photography and the custom work I have in the pipeline. Also check out Toy Comics Inc. on Facebook and Instagram. They're an action figure community, fast growing with lots of toy art, community fun and weekly competitions, so be sure to give those guys a follow. And that'll wrap it up for now, guys, and until next time.